Welcome back. The Energy Department's loan program that gave $500 million to Solyndra before it failed is back in the spotlight this week. Lawmakers on Capitol Hill questioning several green energy CEOs whose companies all received your taxpayer dollars. The question at the center of those loans: did politics play a role?
Joining us now is Pennsylvania Congressman Mike Kelly. He was at those hearings. Congressman, nice to see you this morning. What did you hope to accomplish at these hearings?
You know, I think the bottom line is the hardworking American taxpayers need to know. They need to be told the truth about where their money's going. And I keep hearing about, hey, we've got to make these risks, we've got to make these investments. But quite frankly, the people that they're pouring the money into, they're all venture capitalists. And once they get that money, they cut bait and run. So the only people still left with a lot of money in the game are the American taxpayers. And I think it's important that people understand, look, there's some great science out there, but it's way ahead of the market. And it's not affordable. Now, the government's gamed it in a way that you have to buy 20%, in a lot of these areas, you have to buy 20% of your power from renewables, so they're full market on the public. It's driving their energy costs up, and we keep pouring billions of dollars in. We see nothing in a positive return on that investment for American taxpayers. And that's where I think with our committee, we're looking at say, please stop wasting taxpayer money at a time when we're borrowing 40 cents on every dollar we spend, and we're pouring it down an open hole. Doesn't make sense to me.
Thus far, Congressman, $16 billion in loans have been guaranteed to 26 solar firms. That includes, of course, Solyndra. Is there something behind those loans, in your opinion? Is there a particular reason why these particular companies are chosen beyond being the best technology?
Well, I mean, technology, no matter best technology for what and at what time. There's a lot of great technology out there. Science is always, innovation has always been the hallmark of American entrepreneurship. But you go with technology that's available for the market today, not for this hope and dream that you have sometime in the future that, quite frankly, right now is not affordable.
Right, but are there politics at play? Is that your suggestion?
Of course. There's always politics at play. When you look at the trail, the paper trail that leads down to meetings, up as far as the White House and with the Vice President, these folks going in and talking to them and telling them how difficult it is for them and how much they need this support. And the President says in the State of the Union all the time about, listen, we're going for all the above, and he discounts all the below. The emphasis is on green technology, which is very expensive right now, and away from fossils, which are affordable, accessible, and abundant. Why are we doing this to American taxpayers? Listen, these guys are great guys. They're venture capitalists. You know what they do? They invest, and they invest for one reason, to make money.
Right.
When they see they're not going to make money, they bail out. And you look at some of the CEOs in First Solars, they took $2 billion out and ran with it. They took their money and ran and left the taxpayer money in.
In fact, Michael O'Hearn, the CEO who you're talking about from First Solar, actually was testifying there. He was one of the individuals who actually sold stock options, $400 million of his personal stock in recent years. The question is, did he do that on the back of taxpayers? What do you say? What did he say in those hearings that may sway you one way or the other?
Listen, what he said is what I'd expect any smart investor to say. The market was tanking. I decided to get out. Now, keep in mind, this is a company, the stock was trading at $303. When I looked the other day, it was below $15 a share. Now, the American taxpayers don't have that ability to cut and run. They're in it for the long run. Whether this thing makes it or doesn't make it, they're still in it. I'm saying is, why are we taking money and risking it? Taxpayer money. This is not private individuals' money. They couldn't get funded in the open market. So what they do, they go to the government hangs out this carrot, they go after it, and then they bail when they see the market's tanking. Listen, Mr. Ahern did what any smart investor would do. But you know what we're not able to do as taxpayers? We're not able to say, hey, whoa, time out. Get me out of this market. Get me out of here. I'm losing too much.
Yeah, Congressman.
And that's what we have to do.
Thank you. It sounds like maybe some strings need to be attached to those government dollars. Maybe you can't cash out your stock. Congressman Mike Kelly, thanks for being with us. We appreciate it.
Hey, fellas, thanks a lot. Nice being with you.
Coming up on the show, take a look at this man.